Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my Catholic Corner. I hope you all had a great start of the week yesterday. I wanted to talk about the Catholic response towards the ongoing crisis in the United States right now. But in doing my research so that I would be, educated enough on the church's position, I got caught up reading Gaudium et Spes from the Second Vatican Council, and then the documents from St. Pope John Paul II, as well as Pope Francis, and just went down a big rabbit hole. So instead, I just want to make a comment on the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, the statement that they put out last week. So what I really wanted to point out wasn't really so much the statement itself. The statement itself is perfectly fine. And I'm not going to comment too much about that because I want to use my upcoming video for that. What I want to comment on are the comments to the video itself. There were a lot of comments saying, "Oh, finally, they're saying something." If you look at the Gospels, right? When Jesus has a situation presented in front of him, the story of the paralytic man being brought down a roof and placed in front of Jesus, or Jesus clears out the temple. Actionable moments. Jesus acts. Even more times, he has said that he goes alone and prays. Prayer before a decision. And Paul tells us that we're supposed to pray constantly, pray always. And I've grown into thinking that if I am praying constantly, I am so in tune with what God wants me to do that I am able to act. I am nowhere near that level. I don't know about the rest of you, but I struggle with prayer. I struggle to set time aside with issues. I have, myself, I have to take time and set aside. I can't imagine the amount of time in prayer it takes a bishop, the spiritual father of tens of thousands of people. I can't imagine the amount of time that our Holy Father has to take before he presents and speaks a message that millions of us Catholics are going to hopefully listen to. And so I just want to say it makes complete sense that they took their time before making a response to some really atrocious acts that are happening right now. You want to make sure as a leader that when you say something publicly, that it adheres to the truth and is actionable. And I think the statement put out by the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops hits both of those marks. And at least I believe that only came about because they took their time in prayer, making sure that with their voices they convey what Jesus Christ, our head, wants to be said and wants us as the faithful to hear. Have a good rest of your week, everybody. God bless.